Thanks for having me.
Yes. I guess it's in order to wish you a fruitful new year.
Thank you so much, and Happy New Year to you and all our wonderful listeners.
Definitely. Rev Albert, this will be our very first time having you for Start Right 2025. And we must say the team at Sunny, we are very excited about having you on board. But we know that you're one person who you inspire. I mean, you motivate, you coach. There's so much you do. And we believe that just before we get into sharing what you'll be touching on for Start Right 2025, I want to ask you, typically, how do you start your year? This month we're talking to our guests, asking them some of the things they do to start the year, some of the principles they're applying in their lives, some of the lessons they're learning. We want to find out from you, Reverend Albert Ocran, what do you typically do to start your year right?
Thank you very much. I guess that the start of the year is a transition between the year that is ending and then one that is beginning. So essentially, it's an end and a beginning. So almost like going through an academic year or going through the end of a term, you first review how the past one has gone. There are times when you feel very excited that the year that has gone by went very well. And there would also be learnings. I like talking about learnings more than setbacks because no matter what setbacks there are in the year that has gone by, the most priceless benefit from them is the learnings, because if you don't learn from your setbacks, there is a likelihood that you will repeat them. So you will look at your victories, you will look at the relationships you built, you will look at the learnings from whatever contrary winds you may have faced. So the first step in starting the year right is to carefully review the year that has gone by.
Okay.
And it requires very honest and sincere reflection, because we sometimes tend to be unreal in the way we review what we've done. We like to have a very nice perspective of what you've done, but if you are a very honest person, I mean, Socrates said that unexamined life is not worth living. So there must be an honest examination of what you have done in the past year. And then when you note your learnings and your reflections, then you go on to what you are now going to do.
Okay.
And permit me to quote a scripture, Luke 14:28-30. That says, which of you intending to build a tower does not first sit down? And that word is that's the most interesting expression, sit down. The Bible says sit down. That means you can be running about, but you must sit down.
Thank you very much, Reverend Albert.
Sit down. Am I still on?
Please continue. Yes, please.
All right. So does not sit down first and assess whether he has enough to finish it, lest he begins and is not able to finish, and all who see it mock him and say, this man began to build and was not able to finish. That's a very interesting reflection, and that means that you can start something with great anticipation, great excitement, and not be able to finish it. So it's not even about what you start. It's not even about what you're excited about. It's about what you are able to finish. So that sitting down helps to look at your spiritual life, your financial life. And I'm glad your conference has multiple themes, because very often there's a temptation to look at the cash. The cash, I need more money.
Yeah.
But a proper reflection, you look at your spiritual life, you look at your financial life, your career, you look at your health goals. Because if you build a great career but you don't take care of your health, you don't eat well, you don't rest well, then you end up in hospital. It's a setback. So you break it down into your spiritual, your professional, your financial, your relationships. Let me say that one of the most underrated blessings or assets in life are relationships, whether in ministry, in business, in academics. Relationships are very beneficial. Also, you assess the relationships you have, the people in your network. When you do all those assessments, then you begin to set your goals for the year and plan what you want to achieve within the year. And of course, you move on then to the implementation. So generally, that will be how, at the end of the year, the beginning of the new year, most people will be going through the exercise. Some very rigorously, some just in reflection, general reflection, but it's mainly about ending well and then beginning well.
Okay. Thank you very much, Reverend Albert Ocran, starting well and ending well. Let's get into what you hope to achieve through your participation this year. This is the first time you'll be a part of our Start Right 2025.
Right.
Start Right conference.
Let me commend organizers on the choice of the name of the conference. Interestingly, you know about the Springboard Ratio.
Yes, please.
The first one was in January 2007, and just guess the theme.
Was it Start Right?
Starting the year right.
Starting the year right. Wow. That's awesome.
That was the theme. And it was because in all our brainstorming sessions, it occurred to us that many people start the year and are not able to hold the same momentum into February, March. They forget their resolutions, are not able to implement them. And so, based on our interactions with many young people, many professionals, and so on, we found out that the theme starting the year right was very, very relevant. So, looking back after 17 years and how many hundreds of thousands have been affected by the various interventions, I think it was the perfect theme that we chose.
Wow.
And so I want to commend you because it's a real theme. It's a relevant theme. It's something that people really need help with. Yes. I hope to bring to the conversation the godly principles that one applies in your work, in your corporate life, in your professional life, and so on. And I will take two of my favorite characters and help in the Bible and help people to appreciate how much what they did thousands of years ago is applicable to our professional lives literally on a daily basis. So whether it is strategy, whether it is presentation, branding, packaging, I'll use the scriptures to show you how all these things are timeless principles, customer service. And by the time we finish, I believe that everyone who's a professional, who's also a Christian, will find a beautiful congruence between your faith and your business. And that is what I hope to achieve.
Wow, Reverend Albert, I feel like I'm already having like a mini session with you ahead of Start Right 2025.
I agree with you.
Yes. So as Reverend Albert has mentioned, he's going to be touching on applying godly principles to our professional lives. Remember, Start Right 2025 is scheduled for the 1st of February. It will take place at Wesley Towers at Ridge from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. The early bird discount ticket is 500 cedis. From the 24th of January, it will be at 550 Ghana cedis. Reverend Albert, just before we let you go, what would you say to encourage people listening in today to make it a point to be at Start Right, to get the tools they need, to be equipped with the knowledge, the wisdom they need, to begin the year well, to sustain momentum, and to finish well?
I'll tell you what. Let me use a personal example.
Yes.
If you be so gracious. And don't tell me I'm always, I'll be very offended if you do.
I will not.
In 1994, a friend of mine said to me, Albert, you speak so well. And this could be another career for you. So I recommend that you get this audio series of 6 tapes and a workbook that will help you to develop yourself. At the time, it was $150. I was like, what are you talking about? Fresh from university, how many years ago? 4 years ago, you're asking me to spend $150 on learning material. I felt it was outrageous, but he insisted. So I bought it and paid in installments. And I struggled to pay. But looking back, it was a turning point.
It was worth it.
And I won't even talk about the financial benefits, but I can tell you that I read several times over that investment that I made in my career, in my development. So I want to say that for everyone who's spending money to come to this conference, it's an investment in yourself, your career, your profession, your future, and it's priceless. So I would look forward to seeing every one of our listeners there at the conference and trust that it will be an investment in the future.
Thank you so much, Reverend Albert Ocran. It's been a great blessing speaking with you this morning. Reverend Albert Ocran will be one of our resource persons at this year's Start Right. He's a pastor and executive coach. Again, it's the 1st of February, Wesley Towers at Ridge, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. In fact, I called it a ticket, but now, listening to what Reverend Albert had to share, we probably should call it an investment you look back on and not regret. Yes. And it's a discounted investment. So why not take advantage of the discounted investment of 500 Ghana cedis? After the 24th, it will come to 550 Ghana cedis. Reverend Albert, thank you so much for speaking with us this morning. We're hoping to catch you again before the 1st of February. We hope you have some time for us.
It will be absolutely an honor for me.
Thank you so much, Reverend Albert. All right. Have a blessed day. Fantastic. Thank you so much. That was Reverend Albert we just spoke to over the phone. He will be with us at Start Right Conference. Just interesting to know that 17 years ago, their theme for Springboard was starting the year right. And now we invite him to also join us for Sunny's 3rd edition of the Start Right Conference. It's very simple to purchase your ticket and take advantage of the discounted investment you have or you can make. Is star 887 star 273 hash. Star 887 star 273 hash. As he spoke, I was reminded of hearing Yawa speak about attending a conference which she couldn't afford to go to, so she had to ask for money to be a part of that conference. She had to pay over time. And I'm hearing Reverend Albert say the same thing. And so sometimes it might not be comfortable to make a certain investment, but it'll be worthwhile when we look back after 2 years, after 3 years, after 5 years, and be glad we made that investment to attend that conference or to buy that book, and maybe not the shoe or maybe not the hair. I know some women are not smiling at me right now, but maybe if you made this investment, you could buy more hair, more shoes. Keep your dial right here on Sunny 88.7 FM. In fact, the ticket short code is star 887 star 273 hash. It is star 887 star 273 hash. Let me mention that this year we are introducing the Start Right Junior Session. Again, that is the Start Right Junior Session for ages 8 to 16. Parents are very excited about their children being able to join in. If you've been a listener of Sunny for quite a while, I'm sure you've been benefited or impacted greatly by Leader Freak, the co-founders of Leader Freak. That's Michael and Letitia. So you know that your children sitting at their feet, there's nothing to worry about. They're going to come back better than they walked into the session with Michael and Letitia. Now the children are going to discover their personal values after their time with Michael and Letitia. They'll be preparing a 10-year plan for their lives. I'm excited about Start Right for myself this year, even more excited for my daughters within the age range and can also be a part of it. You can also sign up your child or your children. You can sign up. Some grandmothers are signing up their grandchildren. You can sign up your nephews and your nieces to be a part of Start Right. And let me mention that for every parent reaching us, they're registering an average of at least 3 children. So for the 100 capacity we have, 100 room capacity, it means just about 30 or 35 parents reaching us is enough to fill the room. So if you'd like to come, you're coming along with your children, let us know, or just do the short code, get on, you see the options, and just get your ticket right away. That is star 887 star 273 hash. If you have some inquiries, you want some more information, 0545 223324. That is 0545 223324. Keep your dial right here on Sunny 88.7 FM. Apart from Reverend Albert Ocran, we'll be having Dr. Erica Dixon. She's head of wellness and therapy at 37 Military Hospital. This week she'll be with us on the iMDRIVE. Joe Jackson, CEO of Dalex Finance. Yawa Hansen Kwao, founder of Leading Ladies Network. What sacrifice or what investment are you willing to make into your future? let's not just start but finish. We started the song, we didn't finish it. Let's finish it.